Hi, I'm Rob and this is Robslayer. Robslayer is a tier 2 perk from my memberships and it's a Guild Wars style game. Basically what happens is you send me a team. This is one sent to me by Horndog SA. He's got the team here. He sends me a team code. I input that and this is the team I have to fight. Now you can actually say which Guild Wars type day the battle is taking place on as well, and he's chosen Green Day, which means I have to choose an all green team to fight this with, but there are further restrictions. I cannot use any mythic troops, I can't start with any empowered troops, I can't start with root trap from the beginning, so I can't entangle you from the start, and I can't start with snap freeze, so no freezing you from the off either. It's first to 3 wins. This is the team I'm up against, so I do have those restrictions, so it makes it a lot more trickier for me than normal. And let's take a look. Now I've chosen this team to have a go against, my Green Bee good team. Ordinarily I would have someone like Arachnian Weaver in there, but as I said, I cannot have any mythic troops here. So the idea with this team is we're going to get a 50% start with King Avalon. All elves start with 50% mana. My troop at the top will be an elf because I'm going to be an Orb Weaver class, and that is for a very particular reason which I'll explain in a moment. Like, we have a 35% chance to summon a giant spider when I take damage, which probably won't matter because if anything we're going to be the first to die, but maybe not because their Tannenbaum does actually do damage to an enemy, then entangle them and pull them to the front. So if they do that, that puts me at the back, which means basically I should have that chance to get that summon if that happens first. If that doesn't happen first, and I get to cast this, I can throw it on their Tannenbaum, entangle them, and stop them from doing all that nasty stuff. As well as that, I'm protected from their Tannenbaum because I'm going to be stealthy. Cannot be targeted by spells, which means their Tannenbaum cannot target me. So if I get to cast first with this, then I can chuck it on their Tannenbaum. If they get to cast first, then we'll, guaranteed it won't be on me. It'll be on someone else, will be switched around, and then I still have the chance of things like this summon. So I think this is a fairly good defense against this. Also a 7% chance to assassinate the last enemy when another enemy dies. And I get to choose the medals on this, and I've gone for 2 medals of Orpheus to combat the Elementalist class, and a medal of Anu to give my Queen Bee and Baby Yaga a head start. Queen Bee for that cleanse, providing she doesn't get stunned. Really, really cool royal honey and a chance to create all that green and all that brown. Now, I was going to have a troop which used the brown, but the brown will be wasted in this team. But yeah, I'm going to go with Baby Yaga. I actually used this in the Epic Trials just recently, and I really, really liked it. It's like, does damage to the last 2 enemies. It's not true damage, so it doesn't complement Queen Bee entirely, but it does silence them, which is pretty important, and it does have a summon. Because the enemy team is skull based, this is all about like killing me, bringing me to the top, and then creating skulls with the Doomed Libram. Then basically they're going to be knocking out our team in order, basically, unless my Baby Yaga gets dragged to the top, which be, I keep on calling it Baby Yaga, and it's Baba Yaga. It's just habit, I've called it Baby Yaga since the beginning. But if that gets dragged to the top, that does spoil my plan. So I have a backup plan there because it has a summon at the same time. So we have 2 summons. They can't get both dragged to the top, surely. It must leave someone else at the bottom. But this is my team I'm going for. I'm going to go for a +2 green, +1 blue, -1 brown Ocularan banner. As we said, in Orb Weaver class for this. So here we go. Let's just double check. I've got to make sure I've got no snap freeze, no root trap, nothing like that, no resplendence. I did have root trap on, I had to turn it off, so don't really want that, so that'll have to do. That's okay. That is good. Hide from their Tannenbaum. That's good, and that is good if you get lucky. All right, let's go in match 1. All right, let's see who gets the better start. If I get green, I am flying. Get mana surge on this. This is exactly what we want. Didn't get the mana splurge. Been cleansed. Have got that, so that's good. Right. First things first, I'm going to chuck the Essence of Evil on their top troop. Absolutely vital. This is a powerful weapon, but if you've got the top troop entangled, then it doesn't actually do too much. Queen Bee is ready to go. Let's cast this, see if we get any luck. The second Essence of Evil is up, so this complements troops like King Avalon really good. It does a certain amount of damage to all enemies, as does Queen Bee, but when you get the Essence of Evil cast on a troop, it adds 50% extra incoming damage at the same time, so that's really cool. So I'm actually quite pleased the way this team is doing at the moment, because I've now got the option as well of Baba Yaga. Damage to the last two and silence him. I don't have to cast my Essence of Evil on the Mirage Queen to shush her up in case she's going to cast, because they do have this match at the top, even though they are entangled, but the enemy can get cleansed, so you don't want to risk that. So in fact I am going to, what should I do? I am going to cast this into a silence. They're not doing anything. I can now cast this on their weapon. Oh, the Mirage Queen did get cured, but see how that entangle saved me. Alright, we are frozen on this, so if I took this we'd lose our turn, so for that reason I'm going to cast that first. We did get the cleanse in the 4 match from Queen Bee. There was a lot of green there, there was a good chance that was going to happen. And let's get that for our Bee again. More damage. And Bee's up again. And just the Spring Imp to deal with. I don't fancy her chances. Nope, that was a fairly straightforward one. But we did get a nice start with the green. The starting board will often decide games like this. It's like literally, if you get the matches that you want, or the enemy gets the matches they want, it can swing the game in their favour absolutely immediately. Let's go again. 1-0. Second game. No green to start with. This changes things. And at immediate first glance, no 4 match either. But we have been cleansed. I think we start with a freeze of some sort by the look of it. Right, so let's have a look around. I think, particularly what I give them that, I quite like the idea of this. Don't really mind them having 1 Skull Bash, which they didn't do anyway. Got their Mirage Queen up, that was mildly unexpected. Right, so green to skulls is not so much a threat. But which way to take this? Several different options here. I'm going to take it this way. Pick up a bit of purple at the same time. Got to try and avoid giving the enemy any 4 matches. When that Elementalist effect comes in, you're going to be stunned, frozen, burnt, entangled, the whole shebang. It's an absolute pain. Could take that and party. Could get more B up with some, don't use brown. I could get the B up. Just get some Mana Surge on that, will be flying, and that brings that down as well, so out of harm's way. Dropped other stuff down, so that wasn't so good. B is up now, so is Avalon, so is Baby Yaga. Alright, I'm going to cast this, or take that skull hit first. This has a chance that my B will finish off a Tannenbaum, but she's been stunned. Not the best. Kind of want to save my cast on my Essence of Evil if I can, but I'm not going to chance it. I'll go with the whole strategy of the team in the first place. Oh, they've got a little bit of a run going on here. If we get a 4 match, we're not going to get cleansed because the bee is stunned. No green available. The thing I like about a troop like this is you can do something without actually changing the board sometimes. This is actually quite useful to do damage to the enemy. Silence them. We do have the summon, but we don't need it just yet. It's more there for the silence than the damage. Let's see if we can do a spot of damage. Bottom trooper is submerged. They dodged some of that. Dodgy McDodge. Let's get that up. Essence of Evil has been cleansed. Now let's put that on the top troop instead. So you can create as many skulls as you want, and it's not going to cause too much grief. These Doom Skulls do more damage, and it can be actually quite a lot when it all adds up, but you got to roll with the flow. Right, let's do this again. They take. Oh, they got them skull hits there. Oh, blinking heck. Oh yeah, she entangles everyone, didn't she? Entangle all enemies. But luckily we have this. We can chuck that on her. I think she's going to do that again. She can forget about it. Oh, we lost someone. We lost someone, but we can bring someone back in. And you're going to get beaten up by a dandelion, whatever it's called. Yes, it is. A dandelion. Well-dressed lion, apparently. Right. What else can we do? Need to get our B up again, really. We'll take that, though. And party. Conjure a leaf storm and either disease, entangle, or poison all enemies. Not that great. B. Oh, let's left him on a tiny bit. Yep. So this game is going to be in the bag. Could have gone with like a secret Greenwood team. Like the other thing you can pick as well on Robslayer is you're allowed to choose one troop which I cannot use. And Horndog said that I cannot use Todd Greenwood, but I could have gone with Secret instead. She uses green, but I didn't want to be cheesy. Not on Robslayer. 2-0. So on paper, this team sounded quite dangerous. When I first saw it, I thought, oh, this is dangerous. But so far, the team I've picked is handling it quite well. So if I win this one, it will be 3-0 and the game. If not, then it continues. No green from the start, so that's always interesting. We started off frozen as well. Got to look for a 4-match if I can. No blue for my queen bee either. So not the best of starts in the world. Almost tempted to take yellow away from their Talonborn, but they've got it up there anyway. So I may as well just grab something for me. We got a lucky blue green drop there. So that's handy. We'll chuck that on the Talonborn. That is the whole point of it. Lots of green there now. Stop that from casting anyway, just in case they got any ideas about getting some miraculous cleanse on the troop at top. Let's see if we can get the whole team messed up. Yes. Oh, they got cleansed, but luckily, luckily it doesn't matter. It does now. That's the only thing about taking out a troop like that. Oh, might have dropped myself in it a little bit here by doing that. Should have almost let them cast first. Done something else, let that cast first. Waste its cast, because the top troop would have still been entangled. Instead of that, I've done this. There is a lot of green there, so there's a chance that my bee may get an extra turn. But if not, we're going to set them up an absolute treat. Got away with it. Chuck it on them. Don't mess up again. They've been changed into a giant toad. The game is up. Yeah, that's why I love Essence of Evil. It's such a good weapon. It really is outrageously good. It's all about Essence of Evil. If that got up first, then it stopped this team absolutely in its tracks. Should we let King Avalon have a bit of glory? Bottom troop is dodging like a dodgy McDodger from McDodgeville. Even Baba Yaga gets a little bit of glory. what we got going on. Yeah, we'll have some of that. Queen Bee's been dragged to the front and said, so be it. If that's the way you want to live your life, then I will punch you in the face with a giant bee sting and finish it off. But there it is, 3-0. Essence of Evil was a game changer on that. But yeah, good games. Quite enjoyed them. Very good indeed. Thought that team was going to be a bit more problematic. I think maybe on a different colour day, that actually may have been a bit more of a problem. The fact I could use Essence of Evil there was the absolute game changer for me. But yeah, I quite like that team. I'm going to actually try it on defences and maybe pick something a bit more tricky. Different colour maybe, just to see how it fares against a different colour mana team, and I have to use a certain colour. Well, there it is. There's the video. There's Robslayer for today. I'll be back later on tomorrow with some more videos, and thanks for watching. Catch you again next time. Bye for now.